Recording in progress.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings to each and every one of us. Woof! What an exciting April 10th, 2025. This beautiful Thursday, we're starting our webinar now, and this platform of On Passive is called Deep Dive. And we are starting the webinar now with our signature tune, In It to Win It, by one of our global ambassadors in the name of Lorato Shadare. And we urge you, if it's your first time here, I don't think it is, but if you're watching us on YouTube and you haven't been with us in a while, please pay special attention to the nonverbal communication of In It to Win It as it plays. Thank you so much, and I'll pass this over to Dr. Derek.
Your next stop is Unpassive.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Derek. That was so encouraging to listen to In It to Win It. And if you were at the webinar this morning, it's even a more reason to be excited. Yes, we definitely are in it to win it. But before I could blow the trumpet, which I don't even know how to, let me just say this. We have the best person in house today to give us the mindset so we can feel empowered. We are all honored to welcome our Queen Sister JW, who is our wonderful inspirational speaker. She's also an entrepreneur and she's a talk show host, and she'll be talking to us today about our mindsets. And where are we? The topic she has is a very unique one: underweight. We always talk of overweight, obesity, blah, 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 blah. But we also have an issue called underweight. And who can bring that to us other than our one and only Queen JW? We welcome you. We thank you. You keep inspiring us on a weekly basis. Welcome, sis. And thank you for smiling for us.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you for your hosting. And thank you for always being there for us, sharing the love and keeping us in check. And also thanks to Dr. Derek for allowing us to speak on this amazing platform. All the affiliates and ambassadors, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for showing up. And thanks most of all to Mufareh, our CEO, who is just a CEO with an amazing heart, truly a godsend. And we want to thank our Heavenly Father for allowing all this to be possible. So yes, tonight the topic is, or the mindset is, underweight. I know we talk about overweight and we don't really talk too much about underweight, but underweight also can be a problem, just like overweight, and also it can be genetics. You know, it like for instance, I know myself, my father is a small frame man, so of course I'm a from a from side of a small frame size daughter or young woman or whatever. So because we're going to talk about that tonight, though, besides all that other stuff. Underweight, it's also, then we're going to talk about symptoms, we're going to talk about the causes, and also, you know, sometimes people lose weight suddenly and they totally don't know what's going on, or hair loss, but these are just some of the things, and also some natural remedies. I'm going to start out with the symptoms. Of course, underweight just mean, you know, people seem to be thinner, or it's a thinness. Okay, we're not usually people are not they're very slim, in other words. I remember I was slim in my younger days, much slimmer than I am now. And they used to, when I walked the streets of New York, they would say, "Oh, Slim," you know, so they even have a name for you. So being underweight can manifest in several ways that may affect physical health and emotional well-being. And the common symptoms include low energy. First of all, your BMI. It has your body mass index. That's the abbreviation for BMI, or the median for BMI. It has to be less than 18.5%. And you have low energy or chronic fatigue, you're always feeling tired, your energy level is not up to par. Frequent illness, you know, you frequently get sick due to a weakened immune system, hair thinning or loss, irregular or absent menstrual cycle in women anyway, And dry skin and brittle nails. You know, your skin is always dry and your nails brittle, they're always breaking. And you have difficulties concentrating on frequent mood swings. And you might not know, you know, people will say, well, she got you know, today she this way and tomorrow, yesterday she was another way. Oh my gosh, what's going on with her? But you can never tell according to what's going on in the system. And feeling cold most of the time. You know, a lot of people, when they're so thin, they tend to can't take too much AC or the slightest breeze blow. They're cold and they always have to have a sweater or they wear long sleeve clothing, always trying to keep themselves warm. Now, the causes of thinness, several factors may contribute to a person being underweight, including genetics that I mentioned earlier, naturally high metabolism, or a family history of thinness. So if your metabolism is working real good up to notch, then you will not be, you know, you won't gain weight so easily because your metabolism is working so well. High physical activity, especially if you're very athletic, and even the job that you may do, according to the type of job, it may burn more calories than they consume. Also, medical condition, you know, hypothyroidism, diabetes, digestive disorders, or infection can cause a person also to be underweight. And mental health issues, eating disorders, anorexia, bulimia, depression, stress, and or anxiety, these also contribute to a person being underweight. Inadequate nutrition, and it always plays a role. Poor dietary habits and nutrition deficiencies. You know, a lot of people don't eat a lot of vegetables, or they don't eat a lot of fruits, or they don't eat a lot of fiber and all these things. And they probably just, some people are afraid to get fat and then they avoid eating altogether. And that's where they get that anorexia. And chronic illness, cancer, HIV/AIDS, and other debilitating conditions. Now, reasons for sudden weight loss. Unintentional weight loss can be a sign of serious health concern, as if possible, to determine the underlying cause. And below are several possible reasons, like the gastrointestinal problems, like poor digestion and absorption due to conditions like ulcerative colitis, I never have diverticulitis, or the celiac disease. The same as like we spoke in overweight. And then you got the parasitic infections like intestinal parasites that interfere with the nutrition absorption. Then you have the liver or the pancreatic dysfunction. That's affecting the metabolism and digestion. And digestive enzymes deficiencies, that means insufficient in enzymes or hydrochloric acid production. There's also food allergies that plays a major role too, or sensitivities such as wheat or dietary intolerance. Endocrine imbalances, that's included diabetes again and the hypothyroidism, and sometimes the hypothyroidism also. So it has the high and the low. And then the chronic illness, like surgery or traumas, physical or emotional stress, like the loss of a loved one that could cause you, or losing your significant other, or a separation or divorce. Those things can also play a role in being underweight. Medications and treatments, chemotherapy, radiation, or drugs, medicinal or recreational, also can play a role in being underweight. Of course, smoking and substance use can suppress appetite and your metabolism at the same time. Eating disorders is anorexia. That's mean eating too little, because a lot of people, I remember growing up, a lot of teenagers, especially in high school, they didn't want to get fat, so they would not eat. They would go to, when they eat, they would go to the bathroom and vomit all the food that they ate. And that they would do that on everything that they eat. And bulimia is overeating followed by purging, you know. Then there's nutrient deficiencies. We talk about that, but it's zinc deficiency or other malnutrition related issues. And special populations, infants and children, lack of proper food or undiagnosed conditions, and the elderly, loss of appetite due to disinterest, poverty, or illness. And that could cause some more elderly to look very frail because of, nutrition, or they don't have enough money to buy food or the proper food. And of course, poverty plays a major role. And then, so you got to be absorbing your bowel movement consistency, and checking for undigested food can help identify digestive problems. Now, if you are underweight, your body may be struggling to cope with physical and emotional demands. These natural remedies focus on strengthening your system and encouraging proper weight gain. So eating a nourishing whole food diet, you got to focus on the unprocessed, nutrient-dense foods and avoid junk food and foodless food. Food that don't make no sense. You shouldn't even eat it. And then increase calorie intake. Aim for 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day if you're underweight, or if it's including 100 grams of protein and 300 grams of complex carbs if on a weight gain program. Now, include quality protein like eggs, legumes, dairy, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Then you could take digestive aids like enzyme supplements or betaine HCI may help to improve the digestion. Then you got to correct your nutrient deficiencies, use supplements for vitamins and minerals as needed. And moderate exercise, especially walking after meals, to boost digestion and muscle building. And establish a regular routine. Consistent sleep, meal times, and lifestyle habits help regulate appetite and metabolism. So in other words, if you want something to work, you have to be consistent, just like everything else. And you have to manage stress. That means eat in a calm environment, not an environment full of distraction and loud music. It has to be just soothing, and so you can really enjoy your food and be comfortable as you do it. And avoid meals when you're upset and anxious, because you're actually not going to enjoy the meal, and it's not probably going to digest well either. Avoid harmful substances. No fried foods, no processed, no caffeinated drinks or alcohol items. Avoid tobacco.
Queen JW, you're muted. You're still muted.
Yeah, not sure what's going on. Am I good now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
I'm wondering why it's doing that. I hope it don't go off again. I don't know where I stopped off at, but gonna continue. So pay attention to allergies. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Derry. Okay. So pay attention to allergies, eliminate potential allergens like wheat or dairy if symptoms suggest sensitivity. And infants and children, you use easily digestible foods like mashed banana, and consult a pediatrician for failure to thrive. Encouragement. If you are naturally thin and feel healthy, do not be discouraged by comments from others, And some people are simply built that way. So aim for health, not just weight gain. Aim for health and not just weight gain. And if you choose to gain weight, experts advise not to exceed 1 pound per week. And as I conclude, being underweight can stem from various physical, emotional, or medical causes. Sudden or unexpected weight loss is especially important to investigate. Whether it's digestive issues, chronic illness, or emotional stress, understanding the root cause is key to effective treatment and recovery. So I thank you so much. I hope this information is educational and valuable. And thank you so much for your listening ear. And my name is Jacqueline Warner.
Thank you, Queen JW. It's very
You're welcome.
educational. And
Yes.
oh my goodness, that was just awesome. Awesome. Thank you. We
You're welcome.
appreciate you. And you just straight to the point.
Yeah.
And the causes and what you can do about it. I don't think there's anyone who is underweight here.
No.
If at all, maybe Dr. Derek is, but if at all, we all have extra of 5 to 10 pounds that we're trying to shed off left and right, forward and
You're
center.
sure right.
Once you hit the threshold of 40, hitting on 50, you're not going any backwards. It just keeps going up. It does not
You're
come
still
back
going
down.
forward.
So let's just accept whatever it is, unless it's health related. We have to take it and move forward. But anyway,
You're sure right.
yeah, this is an exciting topic, and we're 15 of us here. I'm going to pause. If you were excited listening to that topic and you have a comment, an observation, or question for Queen JW, please, this is the right time for you to bring it up to her before we move forward. We welcome everyone, all 15 of us here. We're so honored and blessed to have you, from Queen JW to our sister Roslyn and Trinidad and Tobago, Queen Dr. Benny, Queen Nancy, Queen Feather King, welcome. Queen Mary Wilson, it's good to have you after a while. Queen Rosanna and Queen Lily Lane, Queen Janet, Queen Josie, Queen Olive, Queen Grace, and iPhone. We welcome you all. This is the right time. If you listened to Queen JW's presentation on underweight, please, this is the right time to comment if you have any comment for her. Or
This is Evelyn, New York City.
Oh, Queen Evelyn, how are you? I'm going to rename you instead of saying iPhone.
iPhone.
Yeah. And if there's no one to say anything, I'll pass it to Dr. Benny.
I'm underweight, but I just tuned in, so I didn't hear the presentation. What do you do if you're underweight?
Oh. What do you do if you're underweight?
Yes.
Well, it could start with making sure the food that you eat. You know, you got to stay away from fried foods that does not help the body. So your fruits and your vegetable, good carbs, you know, walking, exercise.
I do all the above.
You find out what your calorie intake, you know, the calorie intake should be 2,500 to 3,000 of calories a day.
Okay.
That will help, you know, and including you take 100 gram of protein and 300 gram of complex carbs. Okay, that's if you're on a weight gain program. And you have to include quality protein like your eggs, your legumes, your dairy, your nuts, your seeds, and whole grains. Okay, processed food and cold cuts and all that stuff, hot dogs, no good. No good whatsoever.
I don't eat them.
You don't eat. And correct your nutrient deficiencies. Use supplements for vitamins and get your minerals as needed. Do moderate exercise, not a lot. Okay, walking after meals just to boost the digestion. And you got to establish a regular routine. You got to make sure you get your rest. Meal times, also get a little nap before your meal time. So you will the digestive system will work well, the food will go down well. And also any lifestyle habits also help to regulate your appetite and metabolism. You gotta, if there's stress, if you're having stress issue, you have to eat in a calm environment, and you gotta avoid meals when you're upset and anxious. It's not gonna go right. And adequate rest, sleep well at night, and rest 15 to 60 minutes before meals to build strength. Okay? And avoid harmful substances like no fried food, no processed foods, no caffeine or caffeinated drinks or alcohol items, and avoid tobacco and drugs. Now, some of the symptoms from being underweight, your BMI cannot be less than 18.5%. There's some symptoms that comes with hair thinning or loss, irregular or absent of menstrual cycle in women, dry skin and brittle nails, difficulty concentrating or frequent mood swings, feeling cold most of the time, and most of all, you have a low energy or chronic or fatigue.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Queen Evelyn, and
You're
yes,
welcome.
Dr. Derek.
I think you want to say something.
Over to you, Dr. Derek. You're welcome.
It's really not that hit and run, really and truly, because the first question I would have to ask is, how do you know that you're underweight? Who told you that you're underweight? Are you just assuming that you're underweight?
To answer your question, no. No, I'm not assuming.
Okay, all right. So do you by any chance have chronic disease?
No, I don't.
No. Okay.
Well, they're running some tests.
Okay. All right, I got you. Because I mean, if you have cancer or those things like that, sickle cell, then you're going to be underweight. All right. So then the question is, what would be, do you know what your BMI is?
No, I don't. I don't recall.
Okay. That's why I'm asking, you know you're underweight. What's your height?
5'7".
5'7". All
Yes.
right. You're 5'7". So therefore, what is your weight?
127.
127. Did you know
Yes.
that you are in the weight range for your height?
No, I don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't just say, I am underweight because you're not what, 160? What? Because you think you should be at 140? Or what, how you work it
I
out?
was.
Oh, you was at
140.
140. So now
Yes.
you're at 127
27.
and you think that you're underweight.
Yes, because
Okay,
I was weighing a
praise the
10. I'm
Lord.
down to a 6.
All right. Well, listen, thank the Lord and move on. Dr. Benny want to reach there and can't reach there.
Okay.
Queen Evelyn, you see, that is why the first thing I ask you is what is your BMI? Because that's the
BMI.
easiest way to determine whether you're underweight or overweight or whatever weight, if you're weight and you don't weight and whatever weight you are. All right. Because that is the easiest way to determine that. But your height can tell you also. And when a person is sorry, five. You said 5'7",
Yes.
right?
Yes.
At 5'7", your weight range is supposed to be anywhere from 121.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, it's true. So it's not just a particular weight, it's a range. It's a range. So yes, you were at 140. So anyway, it's male and female. All right. So female is more or lesser weight than male. That also. So it's more on the lesser side than the greater side. So male, female, anywhere from 121 to 150, 59, I think, or 60, thereabout. All right. So that is the weight range for your height. Okay, with the men at the higher range. Okay, men at the
Oh,
higher range. Now, when you
okay.
talk about your underweight, then you need to be 18 pounds under 121. You
Okay.
understand?
Okay.
You need to be 18 pounds below 121. All right. So you'd have to be like 1'6" and 1'5" and 1'2", and like Michael Jackson 97.
Okay. I appreciate it.
No, Michael Jackson would be underweight because he was about 6'2" or 6'3", and so he would need to be somewhere in the 150 something to 200.
Okay.
But he was 97 pounds.
Wow.
No, that is
Wow.
what you call underweight. All right. So, Queen Evelyn, whatever you're doing, keep it there because a lot of people want to reach there, which is the perfect weight range that you are in. All
Okay.
right.
All right.
So,
Good news.
that, so you see, so I want to know how you know you're underweight. All right. So all I'm saying, do what you're doing. Don't, it's best not to go back up to 140 either. All right.
Okay.
Because
All
the
right.
older you get, the older you get, um, is the more weight you gain. And because most people are couch potatoes.
I'm active.
Right. Then why you want to have all that weight on you? No,
I am active.
you need to, yeah. Listen, um, I used to feel bad that I'm nice and little and what have you. But when I learned the same thing I'm sharing with you, when I
Okay.
learned that I am in my weight range, right, which is 160 to 175, when I learned I'm in my weight range, I didn't
Okay.
matter to me. You understand? Because a lot of people want to be nice and trim and no big beer belly and all of those things. A lot of people want to reach there. So, I am very good where I am. All right. So
Okay.
please don't feel bad. At
I'm
least,
happy.
actually, you are supposed to be feeling on top of the world now because you are in your weight range.
Range.
All right.
I'm glad I called in.
Theo. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep being active. Do your little exercise and so on, and keep at that weight. What you need to do is just ensure that you keep yourself toned.
Okay.
All right,
All right. All right.
especially your core. Keep your
Okay.
core toned. All
All
right,
right.
because that's the
Excellent
first
advice.
place to get out of hand
Okay.
and run
Much
away
appreciated.
against the plan.
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
wonderful. You are most welcome, Queen Evelyn. All right, so
Awesome.
um, when persons are saying that they are overweight, you have to find out where they are and what they are doing and how they know and all of these things, before you can really jump in and say XYZ, information, detailed information, especially when a person is now asking a question. Detailed information is now important because she's not asking a general question. She's now asking a specific, for me, my own question, right? So she's doing exactly what she need to do, and she's taking off the weight nicely. So Queen Dr. Benny, First Lady, maybe you need to give Queen Evelyn a call and get your praise the Lord. My apologies.
Derek, Queen Dr. Derek. Jay, Mamma mia.
Mhm. Yes, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. And I know Queen Evelyn is not a young chick. You understand? Is not not a young filly. All right. So, and it can be done. It can be done. It's a lifestyle, and it seems as if she's on the lifestyle, right? Because from once you just consistently do your little exercise, eat right, etc., you're good to go. All right. Sorry for taking up your time, Queen Jacqueline Warner. I think First Lady have her hand up. I think it kind of over to the side.
Yeah, man, you bet. I wish I can weigh 127. I wish.
Yes, you
I
can. All right. How
I
tall are you? How tall are you?
hey, I am short oh.
Yes, how short
Yes.
are you? How tall, how short,
5'3".
how
I'm 5'3".
5'3". Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. So which
She's good height.
means you're supposed to be anywhere from 110 to about 140, right? 110, 140. There, that's your range, right?
Lord,
So if you're over 140,
game
then
over.
you need to chop off a little now. So which means you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional. All right. And the way to be intentional is not just one thing. And this is what we have been saying to you from last year, or I think the year before. I think it's from 2022 we're telling you this, or 2023 we're telling you this. It's not just one thing. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, right? Good nutrition, right? Good nutrition. And do not follow the American standard, because the American standard is not good nutrition. Let me say that
No.
again. The American standard is not good nutrition.
Right.
All right? Beautiful. And most of the time, from once you Google and say, what is the American, what is the nutritional standard? It is going to give you the American standard. All right? So you need to visit a nutritionist or a naturopathic doctor to get the proper standard, especially for your liquor body. Okay. Or just take the counsel that we have been giving you seriously. Put out all flesh, right? If you know the fisherman and you know where the fisherman get him fish, then all right, fine, good to go, right? But most fish come from one little dirty pond around the road, and one little dirty muddy water up the road. Don't come from good source. But anyway, if you can find a fisherman, I think my
I just get
auntie, I did have
myself
an
in
auntie.
this thing.
where apparently must have a fisherman or something. Anyway, so maybe only fish. But cut out all of those meat, flesh, red flesh, pork, trotters, tripe,
No oxtail,
curry,
no
curry
soya.
goat, oxtail. Cut them out.
I
Cut
don't eat
them
all those,
out.
Dr. Derek.
All
Dr.
right,
I
Derek,
just
good.
eat
oxtail
fish.
is very expensive. I don't eat red meat because it takes 48 to 24 to 48 hours to digest in your system, and it's very
No,
expensive. So I don't eat it.
no, no, not 48 or 24 hours. No, no, I don't know who tricking you. But red meat, even at the age of 45, which is 45 years after you eat red meat, there is
Mm.
still 40% of undigested red meat lodged in your bowels.
Wow.
Can't come
Child.
out. Yeah, yeah,
It can come out?
can't come out.
Hey.
You have to go to somebody now to pump it out. Poop, poop, poop,
Hi.
poop, and pump out your colon, your large intestine.
Ah,
Pump it out. Like you know when you clog up and you call a plumber.
yes.
Yes, right. And then
You need a plumber then.
push something up in your rectum and pump it out. All right.
Flush.
Anyway, yeah. Flush it out. Just like flush it out. All right. So all I'm saying, eat more raw than cook. Eat more raw than cook. A variety, not just one type, a variety. The more variety you have, actually, the nutritionists, the naturopathic doctors will tell you you should have at least 7 different colors in your plate. Okay? 7 different colors in your plate. Should be a rainbow up in your plate. Right? Most people just have brown and white.
Stew.
The rice and the stew.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's
Sorry.
all most people have in them plate. Brown and white. And that's
Okay.
it. Okay? So your plate should be colorful. Really and truly. Right? And then you need to exercise. We're telling you that for the past 2 years now. Exercise is not a go join the gym this month and you're there at the gym kill off yourself this month and next month you broke down. That's not exercise. All right? It's consistent, right? 10-15 minutes right at your bedside after you finish prayer. You do some skipping, some planking, some, sit-ups. 10-15 minutes. You're good. 2-3 hours at the gym, and you're impressing the little boy over there and the little man over there because you want him to see your nice thigh and calf and you know what. No. You understand? 15 minutes right at your bedside, that's when you're good to go. All right? And rest. Queen Dr. Benny. Rest. That's what a lot of us don't have. Rest. Right?
You're right.
Anywhere from 10, the latest should catch you in your bed, horizontal, chilling out. Right? Because your body start repair itself from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. So when you go to your bed 2 o'clock in the morning, your body don't get no repair whatsoever. None. So I feel bad for people who work at night. Got to do what they got to do, but I really feel bad for people who work at night. Really. I mean, I used to do it too. Used to be in the military, used to be in the fire. So I tell you, after a while it touch your body. Okay? So rest is very important. Vitamin D, especially people who live in the northern hemisphere, anywhere above Florida. Vitamin D, it's a must supplement. That's the only supplement that you really need to take if you are consuming nuts, fruits, vegetable in large proportion. And the only thing you really need as supplement is vitamin D. All right? And that has to be a lifestyle, not something you just do for 2 weeks and 2 months and that's it. You finish. Anyway, I have rambled enough. Thank you very much. Over to you, Queen Dr. Benny or Queen Debbie.
Well, I just want to thank Queen JW for this amazing topic. I know you keep bringing more and more topic, underweight, overweight. This one is really important. I, I am overweight. Seriously, I have to tell the truth, but I will try to find a way. I drink water, just like Queen Debbie is doing right now. King Dr. Derek, let me tell you, there's one lady, I tried to lose weight, right? Which I did, 9 pounds. I lose 9 pounds. But one lady came and stayed with me, and I gained 14 pounds. So let me be quiet for now and give Dr. Queen Debbie, please take over.
Because you can't resist our cooking.
She was mad because I refused to eat. But anyway, thank God she's gone. Now I'm going to work on my weight again.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. Self-discipline. You've got to discipline yourself,
Yes.
not to give in to pressure. But anyway, you're doing the right thing. You're on the right track. Queen Evelyn, thank you so much. I wish I'm your height. I wish I could come down to your weight. That will never happen. But Dr. Benny, don't
Yes.
worry. All is not lost. You
Okay.
did it before. You can do it again. We
But
have to.
you have to speak what you want to do and want to be. You said it would never happen. It can happen.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
But I want to thank God for bringing you, Queen Evelyn, to us. I want to thank God for everybody because without God, we are nothing. I appreciate our Heavenly Father for everything and bringing Mr. Ash Mufareh to all of us. Thank you again, Queen Debbie Mathomek and King Dr. Derek, for this amazing platform.
Thank you too, Dr. Bennett. This platform is for all of us, those who are currently here with us or who cannot be with us today but will be listening in the future or would listen when their schedules permit. It is for every Unpersevian. And we are here to learn. We have learned something unique about ourselves. And at this stage, I know that Queen JW has something very special that she shared with us. But there's also an awesome thing that happens today in our journey of on Unpassive. And the person who is going to help break that down for us is none other than Dr. Derek, because I know he's excited. That's an understatement if I say he is excited. It is an understatement because it was what, 5 hours of listening attentively to every single word that came out of our CEO's lips, this from morning to afternoon for those, depending on where you were. So Dr. Derek has something very special. I know he was in that, and boy, if you missed it, if you miss moving forward with Mr. Ash Mufareh this morning, this is the right time to pay attention and capture it from our one and only Dr. Derek. Dr. Derek, we appreciate you, and the platform is yours now until you're able to release what is inside you, because we're all excited to hear you. Thank you, Dr. Derek.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Peace, blessings, enough whole heap, plenty, a lot of love to all our kings and queens in the house. Really, really appreciate. Thank you very much, Queen Debbie. Really appreciate. And of course, thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. That was an exciting topic. And, you know, thank the Lord, I'm not underweight, I'm not overweight, I'm in my weight range. And I thank God. Actually, I have always been in my weight range, no matter how much I eat. Right, Queen Dr. Benny. You see, you have to know your body also. You have to know your body and stop allowing people to dictate how you treat your body. All right, because from once you get to know your body, then you know what you can do, what you shouldn't do, and what you can't do. You just can't do. Now, for me, I can't drink alcohol. That's just it. And no matter how hard you try, it's just not going to happen. For me, I cannot consume cigarette or well, not consume, smoke cigarette or what have you. I just can't. You understand? My cousin and I tried it when we were teenagers, young teenagers, and went up on our grandmother's roof. And of course, we had to do it at our grandmother's because, hey, mother would have, well, no, my mother, not my mother, my father. Father would have beat off the black off our bottom. So, well, in my case, my father died already, so fortunate for me. But Desmond's father, my cousin father, would have beat off the black off of his bottom. So with that, we were on our grandmother. And back in those days, you had Craveney and Mataran. Those were the two named cigarette in those days. Craveney. So we bought a Craveney, and at the time, a Craveney was for 2 cents. All right. And we've spent a big fat 2 cents and bought a Craveney. And we were grossly disappointed. It never do anything for us. We never feel anything. We belly never full. And, it just, we just, cough a few times in the interim. So it never helped us in any way. So that debut was it. And we did nothing else where that was concerned. All right. It just wasn't something that we actually, my cousin actually cried. He cried. And me said, Desmond, what happened to you? We could have did buy one bulla, get one pear off of the tree, and eat some bulla and pear. Cry. So that was the first and the last of cigarette in our lives. So that was it. So listen, you have to treat your body like the body that it deserves. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. So thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. Really appreciate, really appreciate, really appreciate. Man, today I was in a webinar. Oh my goodness. What a webinar. Now, if anyone actually um there was thousands of people on YouTube. Thousands. It was thousands. And I mean collectively maybe hundreds of thousands people on the webinar today that yes lasted for about 5 hours. 5 hours of webinar from minutes past 12 noon until after 5 heading to 6. It was a webinar. Okay, but anyway, it was a very eye-opening webinar for some. Just like some others, we were following the whole thing because we have a little insight of how business run and how the business based on what you see. If you listen to Ash Mufareh, then you would not be far off. All right. And so, yes, the SEC got involved, of course, because people of high status in the company. You see, this is what I don't really understand. Ash Mufareh treat his employee, I can't even say the best, because the best is so mediocre now. I don't even have a word for it, because they for these about 5 companies, of which OnPassive is one of the 5 companies, they the United Arab Emirates, some, what them call them again, um the oh
Cheeks.
Lord, Jitex,
Oh,
yes, Jitex. No, it's not Jitex. Is Jitex or Takir? Ta, oh Lord, where them name again? I don't remember. I'll go and get the name. I'll get the name and tell you. But they assess, what they do is they assess companies and how well do these company treat their employees. I don't remember the name of the company, but that is what they do, right? They go around and check companies and how well does companies treat their employees. And I tell you, they had to create, because it's normally it's normally 5. Ratings normally go up to 5, you know. Even when you're talking about restaurants or hotels or resorts or those type of things, 5 star, everything was 5 star. There was these 5 companies, or 5 or 10 companies, that they had to do 7. They had to give them a 7-star rating. All right. That was how well these 10 companies are treating their employees, of which, of course, OnPassive was one of them. And I was also wondering, wow, give them tablet, give them car, give them scooter, give them laptop, give them, oh my goodness, all sorts of gifts. Not only that, the work environment was nice and cordial and clean and up to par, and oh my goodness, and they still stab the man in him back. It don't ever make sense to me. All right. So the SEC is not sitting down, as Ash Mufareh says, and they are working assiduously to bring a proper result. They almost got away. And we're talking about executive people, right? Most of them is the big executive, and yes, like those big executive. All right. And they almost got away with 52 million. Did I say 52 million? Yes,
Yes, 52 million.
52.
You're right.
Oh my goodness. All right. Between them and the two, what do you call them again? Payment processors. So the SEC have the funds are there. They didn't steal it, fortunately. They didn't steal it. So the funds are there. The SEC is holding it until everything's sorted out. So especially those that that put in requests for their commission, all of that will soon be sorted out. Ash Mufareh not going to go in pocket and pay, right? Because the money is there, don't gone anywhere. Okay, so that is for the SEC and our commission right there in one. So our commission is secure, it's there, and it soon be distributed as per normal. All right. So all the affiliate commissions, just be patient. It soon be delegated properly. Not only that, Ash Mufareh is also toying around because there were some people who actually did not pay for Okonek. You have some people who did not pay for Okonek. So in essence, they did not get back, so to speak. And this is that's why Ash Mufareh has to just come from heaven. You know, that must be a heavenly man. Because he's saying that he's trying to work out some you know, some kind of a assistance with those persons who did not purchase Okonek, because remember it was, if you bought Okonek, if you paid for Okonek, then that 97 would have come back to you to help you to pay for Okonek. So some people did not pay for Okonek. So he's also toying with that situation in order to resolve that by whatever he comes up with. So that is still, the money is still there, you know. It's not like the money gone or anything either, but he just want to give. That is Ash Mufareh. All right. So as I said, about approximately 52 million is on hold in respective to where our monies, our commissions are concerned. So that will soon be released as soon as the SEC finish with their investigation. As of June, I think either June or July, he said that all offices are closed. Bangladesh or Hyderabad or Singapore or the one that they just did in Egypt, Dubai, and that Burj Khalifa thing there, 2 floors. You know, everybody run out, gone, close, lock, key, and nothing is operational there. All right. It's still his building, right? You remember he bought 2 floors, you know, he never rent 2 floors, right? So don't know what exactly he has planned for them as yet. They are still there. The one in Egypt that he just acquired, it is still there, and you know, so nothing is wrong with them. Just that he had to lock up and move the operation. The operation is still happening. The operation is still going on. Just that he's not going to give us those locations, or he's not going to base on especially what took place already. You know, my great grandmother Dingy used to say, you cannot be penny wise and pound foolish. All right. So he's trying to ensure that he doesn't get beaten twice or thrice, if depending on how you look at it. All right. So once bitten, oh, the right one is once bitten, twice shy. right? That's the right one I should use, right? Once bitten, twice shy, but I think it's actually twice bitten, thrice shy, because I think it started all the way from when he acquired the Dubai, and most of the unfortunate happening started in Dubai, right, and filtered around. So unfortunately, that's just where it is. All right. So where are we now? Where are we right now? Well, he assured us that unpassive is not shut down. So yes, the office door are closed. They are closed, right? However, unpassive is not shut down. All right. Moving forward, they are still going on with operations, still going on with getting things in a different direction. So we would have to stay tuned to hear more. He'll be having another webinar before the week finish with the persons on the other side of the globe, mainly. All right, persons who speak Arab, mainly, and those, I guess, the persons in Egypt and Arab and United Arab Emirates and all those people on that side of the planet, mainly, right? And then he is planning to have weekly meetings, weekly webinars going forward. All right. He's looking at Thursdays to have weekly meetings. And so stay tuned for that. And I guess it will be inside of the OES, same place you found the one for today. So basically, it was mainly an informational, an in-depth, deep dive informational meeting to iron out the rumors that was lurking around and was swimming around. He made everything finalized and to the point. All right. And it was a fabulous meeting, fabulous meeting. And we had a little fun time at the end. And all being well, we will see maybe about another 30 to 60 days, we will see more development and things really moving forward. All right, because I think that he did say that the SEC is supposed to wrap it up with their investigation within the next 30 to 60 days. If they take 61, if they take 65, it has to take 90. That is the SEC. He has no control over that either. All right, so don't take him at his word, so to speak. All right. Don't know if anyone else have anything that they want to add to what I just said. But that is my recollection. Anyone? Thank you very much, Queen Debbie. That was it.
Thank you, Dr. Derek. You're right on point about what he said. Any other thing was just comments and questions from people who were up there with him. But other than that, I think, oh, yeah, he lost his uncle.
Mm.
So just messages of condolences that way being passed over from everyone on the chat and otherwise about his cousin and fun things about his sons, his family. But basically, you've captured everything from what I heard as well. Thank you. I'll just pause. Maybe somebody else has something to add.
I just want to say that Mr. Mufareh actually showed great leadership. definitely. And also the times he was showing up and talking to us, he never really let us know that he was going through all these things that he was going through. He will mention a little, but never in depth. But he always showed up and always inspired us and lift us up no matter what he was going through. And I think it's something each and every one of us can learn from the things that he went through. And I think he said, basically, one of the panelists asked him, give him some tips on how he handled the situation so well. And he said what he did, he handled what he could handle, and he left the rest in the hands of the Lord. So it shows us that we should trust in God in any situation that we encounter, because we will somehow, of course, encounter trials and tribulations, but because of his trust in God and his family support, as Mr. Ash, and not only his family, but also a lot of us that kept going, especially Chris and Marty, that it's Johnson always calling him and talking with him. And just to see that on Passive, the brand ambassadors, no matter what was happening, that we still continue no matter what. And it gave him the power and the strength to push through the storm anyway. So great leadership. He's just so amazing. He really have a heart of gold. And we can't we just got to hang in there with him and go all the way. He deserved our support because he did everything. He put his life on the line for us. I mean, he could have called it quits, and him and his family could relocate it and just go to a small island and just relax. But he hang in there because he believed in his dream, and like I said, he is the chosen one for this mission, because no one can do it like Ash Mufareh. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that, Anon, Queen JW. Yes, those are all the personal challenges that he also shared after those questions. And you could not have stated it any better than that. Did anyone else capture anything that Dr. Derek or Queen JW shared from today's corporate webinar? Anyone who was there? I know it was during working hours, so a lot of people might not have been able to capture most of that, but in a nutshell, the summary from Dr. Derek and Queen JW and the little that I add about him, those are mostly the highlights of today's webinar. And we hope that is helpful. And yeah, I see Queen Violet's hand is up. Welcome, Queen Violet. Good evening. Over to you.
Good evening. I remember what's the guy's name? Oh, I hate this. DeGarmo. He has 900,000 below him. I remember him telling us that.
Right. That's very true. DeGarmo had 900,000 subscribers on his channel. So they're looking forward to seeing who will be 901,000 and House will reach 1 million. Continue, Queen Violet.
No, that was it. I'm thinking, wow, that's amazing. Like he left everything open and kind of like, come and look at it, and people got in. And I didn't have well, maybe not the know-how, but the guts to do it. So I'm at rock bottom.
You're not a rock bottom, Queen Violet. If you're a rock bottom, you will not remember that one about the Gamo, and I'm just thinking to myself, if he has from nothing to 900,000, who are his followers? Isn't it us? And that channel, from my understanding, is his personal. It's not a corporate channel. So I got a little bit confused there, but I'm not asking questions. I'm just grateful that one of us can get something that is beneficial to the community. I really am. That was good to know. And we hope we all continue to subscribe to everyone's channel. And we'll continue to promote our channels as well. Everyone on this platform who has a channel, I subscribe to all of them, and I click, and I click. And I know Dr. Benny is one. I don't know if Queen Nancy and any other person. I know Sister Kanla also started hers, and so is Queen Julie, Sister Patience. Anyone who has a channel, I just go there, click, and support. And I support everybody who is part of them. If it comes through my phone and I see that, I support it. And if I don't see it, it means I already did. And once they publish something, I see it. Welcome, Brother Alfred. Good to see you. Yes, Dr. Benny, over to you.
I just want to thank you. I know we have 25 of us here. Apart from that, let's say -5 that I believe they have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Please, I have it here. Can you just click and subscribe? Just want to let you know that I am not using this to make money. It just makes me smile. What do you think?
Keep smiling. That's what we think.
I don't want it for
keep
money,
smiling.
please. It's just for real. I need you guys to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you, Queen Debbie McCormick. Hey, Brother Freddie, welcome.
Well,
How are you?
Fine.
Fine,
Hi
thank
to
you.
everyone.
Welcome, Brother
It's
Fred.
been a
Were
while.
you at the webinar today?
I was in the car listening, and your little girl was not even allowing me to even listen. I had to replay it and listen.
Oh, okay. So well, just the discussion we have ongoing is, if you were at the webinar today, what did you gather? Because Dr. Derek already gave a quick summary of what transpired and a couple of add-ons. So that's where we were. So if you missed it, you may have to replay this. And it was a 5-hour webinar.
Well, I got snippets of it, but I just the wisdom that that man has, it's out of this world, because listening to him again, he will say, he's willing to give a chance to people who have, hurt him. I was like, this man, it's really somebody from, I don't know the kind of heart that that man has for humanity,
Yep.
because as you said, I mean, he said, rather than him going and be crying and quit, and but he still said, it is his duty, the promise that he has given to us, this community, that he must see this to the end. Otherwise, he could have go somewhere and live a comfortable life with his family, as Queen Jade, sorry,
Queen
has said.
JW?
Yeah, Queen JW has said, I mean, we should be, all of us should continue praying for him, and to see that he weather all the storms that are ahead of him, and get this thing to fruition, because you could just imagine what he was going through, fighting all these battles. We did not really understand what was happening, but and I still believe that a lot he still has a lot that he's holding, that he will probably let us know as time goes on. Maybe when things finally start coming out, he will probably be giving us I know it's somebody that he always speaks. He doesn't just speak directly, giving out in quotes, So let's continue praying for him, because I do believe that it's because of the prayers of this community that has helped him to be able to weather some of the storms that he has weathered. He himself would even acknowledge that it is the higher power that is doing what it's doing. So, yeah, I will have to replay the whole thing. I just captured this area when he was saying it. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. You're definitely not far from what he shared. If you heard him, you heard him. You just shared exactly, and so did Queen JW. That's very
I
happy.
just wanted to say also that it was suggested that instead of people hearing bits and pieces, that they go and listen to the recording and hear it from Ash lips himself, so they can know exactly if they need to stay with Unpassive or go in another direction. So it was suggested by Red and Miss McCrae, and I think not I can't remember the next person, but those two at least. I think Julie also, that you should go and listen to the recording yourself. You don't have to listen for the whole 5 hours, but he spoke the most important things at the beginning, the topics that he wanted to address, and he did address them, and then he hanged out. So go and listen. I think it's always good. He's inspiring, and you learn something from him. Thank you, Queen Debbie, for allowing me to speak.
Thank you, Queen JW. Over to you, Dr. Benny.
Yes, please. I just want to let you know that here is the recording. Please, I have the recording right here from Mr. Ash Mufareh. If you guys can click on it and listen exactly from him, that would be awesome. I have it here on the chat when you have the time. Queen Debbie, I just wanted to read something from Queen Nancy, if it is okay with you.
Please proceed.
She says, wow, wow, wonderful presentation, Queen JW and King Dr. Derek. That information was amazing. Families, tell me, were you going to such information, education for free? I think she's trying to make us to understand that by you guys coming to or attending this webinar, you don't have to pay for it, right? So it is important, if you guys have friends, let them come here and listen to this amazing webinar, because it's very educational, really. And she stated again that we are blessed, a blessed family, and we are so fortunate. King Dr. Derek, may the Lord be with you. May the Lord continue to bless you for giving us this platform. Then I will say, in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for giving me the opportunity to read from Queen Nancy.
Thank you, Dr. Benny, for reading Queen Nancy's comment. If there's nothing else in the chat, I will call on Queen JW to give us her final remark for the day, please.
Okay. Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. Appreciate that. And thank you, Dr. Derek. Thank you to all the brand ambassadors. And thank you, Queen Dr. Benny, and all those that make comments. We appreciate each and every one of you. Health is not just about numbers on a scale. And if you are underweight, focus on building strength, nourishing your body, and fostering emotional resilience. Above all, listen to your body and seek guidance when needed. And I have a little encouragement verse there. It says, therefore, I tell you, do not worry. It's Matthew 6:25, I think it is. It says, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Your heavenly Father knows that you need them. So let Christ live through you and help others through your strength and joy. I thank each and every one of you and have a lovely remainder of this webinar.
Wow, and a lovely evening to you, Queen JW.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
You're welcome.
And we're looking forward to another lovely presentation come next week. I know the grandkids are keeping you busy, and Deep Dive is also keeping you busy.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you for your selflessness.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
We also want to thank Dr. Derek for giving us this platform to come and talk about our unpassive journey, and especially today, after a couple of months, April 10th, we were able to get to listen to our CEO share with us updates on where we are currently. So, Dr. Derek, if you're in the house, can you close up for us, sir? Here you are.
Oh, mercy. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Thank you ever so much, Queen Debbie McCormick. How is King Jim? All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's good to hear. Wonderful to know. All right. Peace, blessings, and enough love, everyone. When we say to be patient, that is it. Let us really be patient. Ash Mufareh is not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. He's not abandoning ship as a captain. He's not leaving the submarine as a captain. He's not vanishing as the magician. He's right here. He will always be right here at the helm, directing and moving things along. So just let us be patient. Let us really and truly be patient. We do thank our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh, for all he has done, for all that he is doing, and for all that is to be done. All right, so let us really and truly be patient. We do send out on the behalf of Dream Team and Deep Dive, we do send out condolences to him and his family and friends for the loss of his uncle. And we do hope and trust that soon and very soon, when the Lord put in his second appearance and the dead in Christ shall rise, that all of us who are faithful will meet him and meet his uncle and meet everyone in the air. We thank you all for making it deep dive, and we do hope and trust that you enjoy your weekend. Come tomorrow in the morrow at approximately 1 p.m. We know that Dr. Yvonne and Queen Yvonne Finn will continue their weekly webinar. Sunday, it of course will be none other than Dream Team on Sunday, 12:45 Eastern Daylight Time (PM), and then we start the week all over again with Queen Miriam and Deep Dive and Queen Yvonne and Dr. Yvonne and Queen Miriam and Queen Julie Peer and all of those webinars going hand in hand. Singapore and Malaysia Thursday morning and so on. So, right, and quite possible we will be having Sir Ash Mufareh again next week because he said that it will be a weekly affair. So quite possible they will stick on on Thursdays, more likely Thursday midday or 1 o'clock thereabout. So stay tuned. We will have more and more deep dive with our one and only King, Sir, CEO Ash Mufareh. All right. So the ship not going anywhere. The ship didn't sink. This is not the Titanic. All right. The ship did not sink. The engine gave a little trouble because the chief person in the engine room did not do what they are supposed to do, and so there's a little trouble in the engine room. All right, but the ship is still floating. It's not sink, and so it soon be sailing once again. So let us just be patient. The ship will soon sail once again. All right. Even though Ash Mufareh said that he's not going to put any time on anything, I believe that based on where the SEC is at this time, that they are wrapping up the whole shebang. It should be before this year finish. We still have a lot of months leave, although the months are going faster than I can imagine. But I think this ship is going to sail before the year finish, and that's not coming from Ash. That's not coming from the meeting. Just to put out that disclaimer. That's just my optimistical view of what I believe. All right. If it don't happen and it's next year, don't worry. It will happen. All right. So let us have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And as we wind things down for this another deep dive, globally changing lives, and we are going to be handing things over to our one and only illustrious queen, Dr. Nadu, with the after party. So thank you all very much for making it deep dive. Really appreciate, really do appreciate. Thank you very much. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the evening.
Good night, everybody.
Recording stopped.
Hi, Dr. Derek.
Good night.
Hi, Dr. Derek. Hi, Dr. Benny.
Hi, sweetie. King Dr. Derek, Queen Dr. Nadu is not here.